So with this Pudge, what's your comment in this game? Boss 4 in a Crusader game? That's it? I mean, can you give me more info about it? Like, I don't know if you want to work on your hook itemization or laning. I don't really know. Because that's a comment is for to the game. Like, give me an insight. Like, what do you want to learn or improve? So Pudge level 1 rot. Did you random this guy in this game? Because you have like Mango and then Fairy Fire. Or maybe not. I just first picked it. This is a 5-man party. So possibly you're going to play with DK. Is this a mid Winter Wyvern? But yeah, I don't really understand that your Pudge or your hero in particular is going to level up a skill immediately. Because what if your teammates is kind of dying? You cannot save them with rot. What if there's no engagement? What if you are about to kill someone if you manage to hook the guy really out of position? So maybe go for maybe reserve your skill points for the meantime. Skill point. Yeah. If you want to watch a fun game, watch Jenkins' recent Herald game review. I mean, if I have that time to watch others' game, I'll better be watching my own game to improve myself. So look at you. If you have mid hook right there, you could actually try to contest that rune, potentially killing the invoker, and you can go back to bottom and then hide in here. You can even TP and then hide. But with Rot at level 1, I don't think you will be able to get a kill in here, especially if we're talking about Lion and then Spectre. And you want an Invoker. Please no Invoker. Please not Invoker. You should focus on the Timbersaw. Why? Because if the Timbersaw got level 3, level 4, and level 5, it's gonna be hard for you and your team to deal with this Timbersaw. But if it's Invoker level 3, 4, or 5, or even 6 Invoker, no biggie. You know? So, instead of spending your resources to the Invoker, you should go on the fucking Timbersaw. Because this is gonna be the offlane Timber. And look what happened after that. Your Spectre doesn't have any more mana to cast the Spectral Dagger. Lion has, of course, low cooldown spells and then mana cost, but you know, this guy can sustain as well. But what about you? You're half HP now, and then you only got support. So it's not really worth it because the Spectre is out of mana. So look at here, right? You're still trying to go on the Timbersaw. It's kind of stupid that Timbersaw went for the level 1 reactive armor instead of trying for Timber Chain. So I think you guys, I mean, the matchmaking is balanced. Like, you went for the Rot level 1. This guy went for the reactive armor level 1. So matchmaking is balanced. See you in a bit, Dane. So yeah, you shouldn't go for the Invoker right there. You need to learn the matchups. Like, you need to identify, when it comes to the laning stage, who's gonna give you a problem in the lane or in the game. To me, it's gonna be the Timbersaw, because once Timber, since your guys only have like Lion and then Spectre, not the greatest against Timbersaw. So if the Timbersaw got levels, I think Timber will be able to bully them out. So maybe if it's Urza, it's fine. But even so, if Timber is good, he can manage. But that's the point, you know. Timbersaw is one of the strongest hero when it comes to the laning stage for the offlane. But the problem is level 1 and 2 he's very weak, and that's the time that you should apply pressure. So moving on. Okay, hook level 1, level 2. You managed to save the DK, but that's it. Adaptability. Okay. I think you're going to die because you keep messing up with the clicks. Ah, you're dead. You cannot suicide anymore. One Agi. I think they can dive. Nice play on the branch in there. Still dead though. I'm so old school with this. I love solo offline. That's like 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I really love the solo offline as well. So let's see how it goes. Wait. What's wrong with this? You have 600 golds. You didn't even buy boots or anything. You just TP'd immediately and then what? Dude, you can buy boots right here. Because if they go on you again like this, you will not be able to escape again because you don't have boots. I think you're using the directional movement. That's why when you're kind of moving from here to here, you're getting blocked by the obstacle.
Dragon friend once burned himself up. Real shame.
Your teammates can adjust? Interesting. Boots, go for TP as well. TP? No TP? You should go for TP. What if they will dive on the Spectre? What if there's a kill on the mid sniper? If you have TP, you can help. Alright, well, let's see it here. They're going on you again. You just got your boots. But it's kind of late, right? It's kind of late when you got the boots. Imagine if you have the boots right here before you even TP'd. Like here, at this point, you will be able to get out immediately. You have 280 right now. And it's so easy for them to close the distance. And you're dead. So, that boots killed you right there. I think you need to stop using the directional movement because it's really hard to use right now. Directional move. Try to. So top lane is lost. That's for sure, right? Look at that hook.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If the Dragon Knight has stun right there, maybe they can set up like stun and then meet hook. And yeah, it's fine. But even if DK doesn't have a point in stun, it's the. I'm not going to talk about DK. I'm going to talk about you, your Pudge, because you're the one that is being coached right now, not the DK. We can say that the DK is bad because he didn't listen to you, but it's not gonna achieve anything. So here, failed gank on the sniper, but still nice attempt. Get out. You got tornado. Save the guy, Mango. Out of mana. You right click. Oof. If it's me, I will not go for right click immediately. Because if you right click immediately, you will lose some of the movement speed. And you got the aggro of the creeps. But yeah, it's fine. He still managed to get the kill in there. And died. If you keep going to the bottom, your team is gonna be out leveled. Because it's going to be 3 versus 2. Basically, Pudge not only ruined top, but now has left DK. Yeah, Slark against DK, it's horrible. Slark is just gonna eat him alive. It's the same concept with the Ursa. And another thing is that the Jakiro is still in there, which is really nice. I'm playing on 2500 mouse sensitivity and trying to go up slowly. Pretty much that noob F2P. When other players don't coordinate with me, I tend to screw up big, even if it's a party. Well, that's a really bad habit. Like, if you guys failed to do one thing, it's you should keep on trying. At least you should keep on trying. You should not give up immediately. But yeah, it depends on the state of the game. Like, if DK is the only one that you can play, it's not acceptable. But here you have Lion stun as well for setups. But you must go on the Timbersaw. I don't know why you were going on the Invoker. Look at the Jakiro, level 5. I think Spectre is dead. You should hook him out of danger. Yeah, slow them down. Get out. You can even TP out, or I don't know. Just get out of the lane. Spectre's dead. Go, go, go! Go back. TP. No cold snap, no ice path. You can just TP out. Winter Wyvern is here. I don't know why you're still staying in here. So since you guys stayed in the bottom, that forced a 5-man packing rotations. Look at the positioning of the map. Slark is alone, Sniper is alone. There's only 3 of them in here, while you guys have 5 heroes in here. After a while, when I have practice, I will battle this, let's say in a few weeks time. Like, I couldn't get Lion smoke with me. I mean, if you're a support, it's really hard to coordinate with other guys. Okay, overstayed. Just running him down, getting hooked. Alright. Dead. Spectre's kind of low. Maybe you can take over of the lane. If Spectre go back in there, he will die. Ah, Invoker missed the tornado. Noob Invoker. This is called Injoker right there. I don't know how can he miss that one. Maybe it's because of the lag compensation. I mean, it happens to my enemies for the most part. Since I only have like 30 ping, I don't have any issues. But if I have like enemies from India, which else? Pakistan, Australia, since they have like more than 70 MS ping, the lag compensation is a bit problem for them. If you want to apply pressure to the Slark on the top lane, how can you do it? Like, the Slark is already level 6, and for you to be able to apply pressure on the Slark, you need stuns. And if you're talking about stuns, it's going to be Lion and the DK. So that's the hero that should play against Slark at this point of the game. But since the Lion is kind of busy in the bottom as well, it's not gonna happen. If it's only DK, it's not gonna happen. If it's DK Pudge, not gonna happen. DK and then Winter Wyvern, it's not gonna happen. So yeah. Maybe hooking him into Spec was not great. Then I thought it was risky. You have 30 ping in Australia? That's nice. So the lag compensation isn't a problem. But I think to other players it's a problem because they can miss a lot of skill shots. So they're going to the mids. Do they know that the outposts have vision? DK never got the stun I asked him at minute 1, which is why I left. Well, it's understandable. There are so many uncontrollables into the game. If this guy is not doing this, fuck it. Why keep bothering about it? At least you try to communicate, you know? At least you try to ask for it. It's gonna be a different story if you did not ask for a stun and then you're expecting him to go for a stun. Hook him out maybe? Dude, you want him to... Okay. You want Jakiro? But still kind of dangerous. Alright. Jakira's dead, but Sniper's still healthy. Again, angle. Lost the engagement, lost the tower, perhaps. This lane is... This game is really hard because of the laning stage. Like, to me, you ruined bottom and then top at the same time. Why bottom? Because you keep going on the Invoker instead of the Timber Saw. Why top? Because you abandoned the DK against Slark. So basically, you ruined 2 lanes in here. Top and then bottom. And going to the mid game though, let's see how it works. Like, you don't have ulti. Did you buy the tome, or it's on the lion? It's actually on the lion. I don't know why it's on the lion. Maybe ask for it next time, so you can get like level 6 and then get Dismember. Level 6 on lion is not really that great because of the high cooldown of this spell. Although the damage is there, but the cooldown is really high compared to the Dismember. And since you already have Tranquil Boots, you can always roam around and get things done with Dismember. So yeah, what is this? This lag is really dominating right now. You cannot easily go on this lag. If you buy back, you still don't have TP. So don't buy back. That's the better call. Alright. You guys are losing really hard. So how can you win in this engagement or in this game? If it's me, I will go for... I will wait for the spells of the team and then maybe try to do some smoke as well. Try to hook. Do you still want to go on Blink Dagger on this game? I mean, if you go to Blink Dagger, since they're just diving at you and they have very limited stun, it's really better for you to go for a Force Staff. Because if you have Force Staff, you can get out of the leash or the pounds of the Slark. Get out of the ice wall, reposition from the ice path, even with a chakram, you know, even out of the shrapnel or macro fire. So Force Staff is really nice. I'd recon top was unwinnable, but in the future I will simply target a Timber instead of an Invoker. I mainly chose Timber for the easy early kill and then wanted to buy the block of Timber, which failed. Yep. Very greedy. I don't think it's really greedy. I think it's kind of lazy. Because as you said, Invoker is much easier to kill, right? So you don't want to go on Timber because it's much harder. Which to me, objectively speaking, is really lazy. Because if you really know how to win the lane, you would go for the Timber. And even if it's hard to kill, you will still commit because he went for the reactive armor, which means if you run him down with Rot, he cannot escape. And Invoker cannot really help because it's level 1 Invoker. They're both helpless, nonetheless. Chain stun. I don't think you actually need to go for stunning here. But yeah, it's fine. At least you get the job done. Look how strong the Timber is right now. You can try to kill the Timber Saw if you have Finger of that, but I still think it's really hard. That's a very interesting insight. I'd not go in Timber because Invoker will tornado us, but this was at level 1, yeah. Invoker level 1 don't have anything aside from Cold Snap or Sunstrike or EMP. And even with Tornado at level 2, it's not really that high when it comes to the duration of stun or Cyclone. What will you prefer? Mid Winter Wyvern or mid AA? I would go for Winter. The scaling ability of Winter is really high compared to the AA. And look at this Timber. If I'm the one playing Timber, I will go for high 5 while killing you. That's how I play my game. I tilt the enemy. I mean, you could actually see the observer right there when they are trying to go on the Spectre. And yeah, you died in there, and then that's the only time that you realize that yeah, it's fucking worth it. If it's me, I will not go for a blink dagger in here. This is going to be a forced item. So you can this is actually the game where the blade mill is really nice, because they have so many uncontrollable damage. When I say uncontrollable damage, timber saw, pure damage, macropyre on the or Jakiro, and then sniper as well. This is a really good blade mill game, but I don't think you can really stand your ground for like 3 seconds. So better to go for different item, not the blink dagger. You should go for the force staff in here. Love that small snowball machine gun, like the mocking gun. MKG. See it here? The timber saw can always get in your face, and then you cannot do anything about the timber saw. Sniper dead? Nice hook. Finally, you're learning about the hero priority. But what about now? What's next after killing the sniper? Holy shit, you're even trash talking the enemies. Nice hook. But I think the invoker is already dead in there with the poison on the DK. I think it's an overkill. That's the easiest hook because of the setup of stun. But you guys must have a tower kill in here. Fortified, and then they're respawning, so I think you should get back right now. You don't have Haunt. Dragonite form is over. And yep, is that Shadow Blade and then Echo Saber. Finally, you scouted his items. So maybe you could go for Death of Appearance. Maybe because you saw the Shadow Blade of the guy. Nice hook again. Easy setup, right? Shit. He even used the Finger of Death in there. It's an overkill. But yeah, a kill is a kill. Look at this Slark, it's just dancing around. Maybe it's time to go for Death of Appearance or Sentries. You're still going for that Blink Dagger. Even smoked, 19 minutes in. But when it comes to your smoke play, it's kind of not the greatest because you're smoking just to defend the tower, right? It's not even high ground, you're just smoking in there. I mean, you can just walk in there instead. Just walk. I mean, if you go for smoke and then just go to the tower, it defeats its purpose. Because for the most part, if you're going for smoke, it's either it's on the high ground defense or you are trying to invade the enemy. So yeah. Mahina naman na. Malakas ba? Ah, ganun ba? I'm at OP triggered mode where I've been ignored through early in game and not about to help ward. So many I told you so moments in that game. That's smoke, yeah. I mean, if you got tilted early on, it's not gonna look very well. You need to know how to untilt yourself. If you're tilted early on, what about your teammates? Because you ruined 2 lanes. If I'm your carry, I'll be tilted as well because you ruined my lane. If I'm the DK, I'll be mad at you as well because you left me alone.
I'll take that.
So it's not just you that has the right to be tilted or to be mad about your teammates. Because your Pudge performance is not really the greatest. You perform or you commit mistakes that cost the laning stage of your team. Maybe they're just not saying anything against you, but to me, it's not really. You're a really bad support player. Nice, a nice kill. That Blink Dagger pays off. But for some reason though, the Slark did not even care if you guys can see him. Like, if the enemy has vision on you, the Shadow Dance will let you know that enemy has vision on you. So if the Slark is actually good, he's not going to stay in there. So I just don't know why the he's really forcing the ends to meet. Yeah. Even if you manage to kill the Slark, since you guys are really playing from behind and then you guys are kind of hated each other, you're not getting any objectives done. Look at the positioning of the map, or towers. Tower here, tower here, tower there. And you guys kept on defending the base. Okay, what happened? You're pinging the Slark? Don't bother the Slark. You should bother what's in your lane. Nice attempt on the hook though, although the Spectre blocked it, that's fine. Jakiro is gonna die. Can you please get tower in here? I'm forgetting this. You must get tower. Slark? Wait, you can actually save him, right? Look at him. You can actually save him. At this point, you can save. I don't know, but you want to dismember. You can hope. It's happened multiple times as well, even after communicating it to Spectre. Yeah, this is really a tough game. You guys are not playing Dota 2. You guys are playing to suffer, or to make life miserable. Bot back on the Pudge. But there's only 2 of you in here. If you go to the sniper, the Timbersaw will kill you. I mean, in every game, if someone is tilted, for sure the performance is really bad. Even me, if you think that I'm playing like consistently, like really good player, it's not gonna happen. Because there are times that we call good day and a bad day. And of course, if you're tilted, if you don't know how to properly reset your mentality, you're gonna perform really badly. Failed. I mean, why you guys want to fight? You don't have Haunt. Maybe if you guys have Haunt, you can try to pressure them. Here, yeah. Is there better neutral item that you could get in here? Yeah, it's fine. Faded Brooch. You're always actually late for the engagement. Like, for the most part, your Pudge is just reacting to the enemy. Although there are times, or there are a few times that you are trying to make things happen, but your team don't want to play with you. I wonder, how did you communicate with your team? Like, it seems that they're ignoring you, or they don't care about what you are saying. Here's the thing. Here's actually a fact, based on my experience. If one player that performed really badly and keeps making calls, it's really annoying. Based on my experience. But if one guy who performed really nice or really good and make a call, we are going to fucking listen to it, even if it's insane. Because that guy has a good game. That guy is performing really well. So we are going to listen to him. So if you're the Pudge in here, you perform really badly early and you're making calls, I can understand why your team don't want to listen to you. And you said you're talking too much. So instead of helping your team, it's actually annoying your team overall. Because if someone keeps talking and then they're not really that good, it deserves a mute to me, based on my experience, you know? Because chances are, if this guy is bad, if this guy is tilted and still making calls, we are going to lose faster. So yeah, just based on my experience, okay? I don't know if that is different from you, but overall, for the most part, if one guy is tilted and making calls, it's better not to listen to him. All right. Well, I'm not in an actual game, or I don't exactly know how did you communicate aside from what you are saying. But yeah, maybe they're mad at you because you ruined 2 lanes, maybe, and that's why they're ignoring your calls. Because even me in my bracket, if this guy don't do this, what I asked specifically, I'm going to be skeptical about that guy, and chances are we're not going to work properly, and possibly we're going to lose the lane or the game. But it's really rare for me to get tilted. That's the main difference about Immortal and then lower MMR players. Because lower MMR players could, even if it's 30 minutes into the game, they could, one mistake, they could talk about the laning stage as if it's just, as if it's just happened, you know? They really having a hard time moving on, basically, on lower MMR players. Based on my coaching career as well. Sniper should die, yeah. Hook, no need, yeah. No need for hook, but yeah, it's fine. Cataclysm. I mean, if you didn't hook in there, possibly the Invoker will be able to save him. But I really thought the Invoker was not there. I agree with you, it's the mentality which I found very different, yep. Try to apply that mentality to your games. Because I have that mentality and I got to my bracket. So if it's effective to my bracket, which is higher bracket, I am not seeing a good reason that it will not be effective to the lower bracket. So yeah, try it and then let me know. But here, the start of the fight is really nice, but it's still the same thing, the Pioneer. You guys are still stuck in the base for quite some time. And mainly is because you guys don't want to work together. You guys are not working together. That's why you just keep on reacting to the enemy and then punishing their mistakes. Right? So I don't think we are going to learn anything from here, since for the longest time it's been like this. You guys are stuck in here. If they go onto the Spectre, you guys are going to react to go to the Spectre. If you manage to get on someone like under your vision, that's the time that you're going to fight. So yeah. Do you have any questions to me though, the Pioneer? Just want to know. I mean, I really like the Blink Dagger, but not as the first item. But of course, it depends on how you use it. Because in any way possible, if you go for Blink Dagger first item in this game, you're not going to get those rewards that you did in the higher MMR bracket. Like you managed to kill the Slark, you know, with the Blink Dismember earlier, but the Slark is just bad for not realizing that you have vision over there. And yeah, the Winter Wyvern or the enemy's positioning is just bad, and then you're just punishing them. Especially with this sniper. He keeps dying multiple times. Well, to be fair, if you're going to play on the high ground, you are going to win the engagement for the most part. Because you have Hook, you have Winter Curse, and then Lion. Enemy cannot actually show their Slark or Sniper sieging the high ground because it's so easy to counter. Yeah, Winter Wyvern is really trying so hard, man. I keep it simple and in good language. Okay, that's nice. But I think there's a problem with that one. Because if you're saying that can we smoke or can we start trialing bot, since there's no reasoning behind it, they kind of hesitant to do it. So if it's me, I would say, guys, let's start trialing in the bot lane. Because Timbersaw is so weak, but if Timber got level 4, level 3, it's really hard to punish the Timber. Your Spectre and Lion cannot deal with the Timbersaw. That's how I communicate. I'm going to give I'm going to give the reasons why we must do this. Okay? So instead of just going for can we go trialing? Your team is gonna say possibly why we should go trialing. No, I don't want it. No, you know, those kind of response, because you're not giving them reasonings why you should do this. You know, even if you say can we smoke, I mean, if you say can we smoke, it's a question, yes or no, but you don't have proper reasoning or, you know, info that will give them confidence that this call for to go for smoke is the right one. If it's me, I would say, can we smoke? We have vision, we can see this guy. We have hunt, let's go, we can kill them easily. You know, that statement or that kind of call will make them confident that you know what you're doing, right? Because you're giving the reason. Like here, if it's me, I would say, let's play behind Spectre. Spectre wants to play the to get tier 1 mid. Let's play behind here. Maybe they are going to react to it. Maybe they're going to TP and then kill the Spectre. Or right now, you can see the Jakiro. You can go for call like, can we smoke? Jakiro is in here. We can kill him. And we have Hunt. We have Elder Dragon Form. We have our spell, so let's go. So that kind of communication is really different compared to what you're saying, that can we just smoke? No, it's not that effective communication. So yeah, anything else from me though? I think I have nothing else to talk to about it. How did Spec catch up and farm? I mean, the enemy is throwing. You didn't see? The enemy is throwing really bad high ground siege. They don't know how to siege. Almost died. So possibly it's warded on the hill right here. Because there's no way that he can see it. He can cast the Aspect right here. Maybe the Obs is here, but yeah. And it appears to me you don't have any questions, the Pioneer, so I'm going to end the replay analysis of your game. And I want you to apply those things first, and let me know if it's effective or not. Wait, what are these? 8 gifts? What are these? Radiant actually won the game. Look at the graphs. Enemy is kind of leading like 10k, but there's one throw and then they cannot handle a Spectre anymore. Enemy is just bad as you are, so patience, discipline, it's really important, and communication. So yeah, try to apply those things. Because if you try to win your lane first, you are not going to have a hard time in the mid game.